Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, and I'm excited to talk running with Ed again. We're getting as close to the race, and we're happy to have Jen Billow here with Running with Ed, as well as Hoby Darling, the CEO of our friends at Skullcandy.
Pleasure.
Well, it's good to have you in studio.
Oh, it's good to be here.
Yeah.
Another day in paradise here in Park City. So.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Can't
when it's a little
ever.
cool outside, it's just gorgeous.
I'll take this compared to Portland rain of where I was from every single day.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
When did you move down here to Park City?
It's been about a year now.
Is that right?
So yeah, coming right into the beautiful season here.
You're pretty happy to be here, I'm sure.
This is paradise. can't complain in the least. No,
Not
this is
at
great.
all. Yeah, a lot drier. Anyway.
A lot drier. I mean, when you can run out your back door and be on the trails and enjoy, all of this, it's amazing. So we love being here. It's great.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm really glad you guys are here on set to talk more about Running with Ed. It's coming up this weekend.
Yes.
Are you pretty excited? It's
So
almost
excited.
here. The day is here coming up.
Yes. Yep. Saturday. We're here. It is here. We're ready to go, and it looks like the weather is going to be pretty great. So last year we had a lot of rain, and we've had snow and rain. You know, spring in the mountains, you never know, but it looks like it's going to be a great day. And
yeah, you saw the temperatures look great. It's the warmest day of the week. So.
Yeah, totally. So we're excited about that. I think we have the most teams we've ever had, certainly the most people we've ever had. The committee's worked really hard. Our volunteers have worked really hard. So we're ready to go. The fundraising is what's going on right now. So,
exactly.
Oh my gosh, it's fast and furious. People are raising a couple $1,000s every day for the team fundraising. So this morning I looked at the totals. It was about $45,000 in team fundraising.
Not
Our goal
bad.
is $75,000.
We got a ways to go.
Little ways to go, but you know what? The last 24 hours, there's a lot of competition between like the top 10 teams. There's a lot of jockeying and holding back, and I'm not going to bring in my big donors until the end because there's a lot of prizes for
Sure.
fundraising.
Well, you know, it seems that you were just talking about the top 10, but we ought to be talking about, I'm thinking the top 30 teams ought to be bringing in quite a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
we have.
How do we engage everyone?
I know, get everyone
right?
out there. You know, if you raise $100, you get a Great Harvest, 5 Great Harvest gift cards. So, you know, free dough for raising dough is what we say. 40 for the first 40 teams to $500 get Skullcandy Earbuds. So
Is that right?
We're very excited about that. That's a first this
Can't
year.
beat that.
Yeah.
Just like these right here.
Yes.
Those are the ones.
Skullcandy Earbuds.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of these, I'll tell you why. Especially on an airplane that has, like our Air Force jets, that has no insulation. They're really loud. You put these on, you could actually hear.
And you're good to go.
Yeah, which was so nice this last week when I was flying. So I'm a big fan of those. But that's a great prize, and one of many great prizes.
One of many great prizes. The great thing about this is it's if your team raises $500, and that's you have 5 people on a team, so that's really $100 each. You're going to get a pair of earbuds, 5 earbuds for your team. So
that's a bargain.
It's such a great deal. We were so thrilled that Skullcandy was able to provide that many earbuds for us. It's a great prize, and that's of course the first of many levels. You know, we've talked about there's the Stance socks, there's the free team for next year if you raise $1,500. There's ultra running shoes for the top 5 teams, but really every team should be able to raise $500.
Well, and it sounds like if you do, I mean, you're getting it back in spades. I mean,
oh yes, yes.
It's just a lot of things coming back to you. It's just awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, I've got to take the moment that we have to spend with you to talk about Skullcandy a little bit, because we haven't had an opportunity to have you on the show. So tell me all about what's going on at the company. I've seen you guys just absolutely skyrocket in the last few years. I mean, you were always, there's no doubt from the very beginning, a popular brand, but holy Toledo, what has been going on over there?
Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, I think one of the great things, and it's fun to be on here, is so much of what we talk about is where we're from.
Right.
And that's a big part. And we talk about when Rick founded this company, Rick Alden, it was born on a mountain right over here.
Right here.
You can see out the window on a chairlift. And so it's so much of who we are. And that's what we always come back to, is that authentic from action sports, from snowboarding, but also bringing in music, art, film, that creative piece. It just fits so well with Park City, with what we have from the mountains, but then also to Sundance with the music and the art. And then even having all our Olympians here and the center of excellence, and we really revolve around sports a lot. And so we just really bring that together and package it in a way from a lifestyle perspective that I think resonates with people and do fun things. And then a big push lately has really been around innovation, and I think that's where we're trying to drive the industry now, is how do we take that unique combination of all the things we can bring from lifestyle, but then bring amazing innovation to the market to really excite people. And I think when you can put those two things together, people get excited. It's a great product.
Well,
and a great
especially the innovation part of it. Seeing new things come out, and you guys have been leading the way on that early on, which is everything from in-ear earbuds. That was kind of that was really all about you guys more than anybody, I think.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I think looking at the business, earbuds is definitely where we've always dominated. I mean, number one in-ear company in the world, and then bringing some great innovations not only around that, but to over-ear. And I think that's what has me the most excited right now, is just all the innovation that we're bringing to the market. And it's really what we're getting recognized for, whether it's from our consumers, whether it's from the markets, of going, wow, kind of this company from small town Park City is doing some amazing things that you might expect out of Silicon Valley, or you might expect out of San Francisco.
But so authentic, which is what the whole point here, I think, is when we talk about a local company, the authenticity of you guys taking what you learn from day-to-day stuff, like running with Ed. You're going to want to have something that's an over the ears, so it doesn't fall off. That's important. These things are authentic to your experience in this environment that we live in. I think that speaks to the success.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whether it's running with Ed and training for that, last week as a team we did the Mountain Meltdown, which was a big CrossFit race up at Olympic Legacy Park, doing all the training for that, wearing earbuds. I mean, just to your point, that born on a mountain, born here. So whether it's wearing that gear up on the hill at Canyons, PCMR, or running up Legacy Park, or out on the trails, it's it's just a great place to be from and test product.
How fun is it to be with a company right now where you guys can give back so much and to be so involved in so many different activities, especially like running with Ed?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, on the running with Ed side, that's one that's really dear to my heart. We've talked about that a little bit of. When I grew up in a family of teachers. My mom was a teacher, my grandma was a teacher, and so I think you see all the things of, number one, what education can bring to a community.
Definitely.
But also just, those dollars that are needed to do those special things that matter. So, for me, that's a really special one. Yeah. And then even talking Skullcandy, one of the biggest things that we hear from people coming in, almost number one, is tell me about the schools. Tell me about the schools. And when you're recruiting people in like we are, from LA, from San Francisco,
they want to know they're moving someplace with good schools.
Yeah, they want to go, hey, tell me about those schools. And so when we can give back, there's a great part where it feels good, but it's also great for our business to be able to do that.
Well, and we are able to say such good things about our schools here in Park City.
We're very lucky.
That is the ultimate benefit of having great companies and corporate sponsors and having, people who care about it too. Yes. That's an important part.
It is. We are really lucky. We live in this kind of unique community. I mean, most communities care about education, but Park City really puts its money where its mouth is, and we live in a state where our taxes are not a lot coming back to Park City, and so the local business community really steps up, and we expect to have the best education. We have very high standards here, and that costs money. So we're really happy, the Park City Education Foundation, to raise money for those innovative programs. Another one that Skullcandy is involved with, you've heard it, is PC Caps. So engineering and design. So our high school students go off to college and have jobs to come back to. So we want these local companies to succeed and hire our students. But they can't be successful if they can't bring people to Park City, and if you don't have good schools, people aren't going to want to move here.
Well, we get back to this again, to innovation. That doesn't happen unless we're teaching our kids all the things they need to do to be innovators, to be leaders, to to be entrepreneurs. That's we've seen that. We've seen the rewards of having that. Because the education system here has been good for a very long time. So I think it speaks to, we see the results now, which I think are pretty impressive. It's great that we keep doing more. Goodness, I mean, what's next? I mean, that's I guess that's the next big question. What's the next big thing that's going to happen here? It's exciting to look at, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely exciting. I'm glad you actually bring up PC Caps, because we've had a couple PC Caps people. And I think when you talk about innovation, even for us, we think about kind of who is that pinnacle consumer that if we can really excite them, good things happen. And it's kind of that 20-year-old constantly connected influencer, and you get kids from Park City High School. I mean, they live that life, and you start talking about what's going to excite you around audio, what can we do. And we've just gotten great ideas from the PC Caps kids. So I mean, that's such a neat program.
That's great.
It's awesome. It's really great ideas from the from the people you're going to be turning around and giving it back to.
It is. I mean, those are the people on the front lines. If you're not listening to them, you're missing out.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to listen to you guys, Skullcandy, and certainly running with Ed. I know you're excited to have such a great partner.
We are.
We're really stoked for this weekend. I have to ask, you got a team?
Absolutely. We have
Okay.
2 teams. We're ready
Are
to
they
go.
dressing up? What are they going to be?
Is that really a question from Skullcandy? Are we dressing
Right?
up?
I kind of figured.
Oh, we'll be dressed up.
I'm excited to see. It's going to be fun.
It'll be fun.
Any
We're
hints?
excited. I can't give any hints.
All right.
You'll have to look out on the course.
Okay, great big giant headphones running down the course. Should be a lot of fun. All right,
meeting you.
guys. Thanks so much
Cheers.
as always, Running with Ed. We'll be back with more right after these messages. But remember, right now is a good time to go online and get involved with Running with Ed and start helping out those teams and raising some funds.